Memphis with it. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me. Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one.
The numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Well, Steve, a big moment here. We get a glimpse coming off the bench of the first official NBA appearance from Miles. And there is the potential for a feel-good story here, Clark. No doubt this young man didn't get selected in the draft, but has fought his way onto a team nonetheless.
And, Kevin, no telling how far this journey will go, but you have to applaud him for at least making his way into an NBA game, even when things didn't look so good for him.
Vucevic with the bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done. Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, you'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
Oladipo, good.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Carter right side. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Vucevic. He dishes it to Miles. And Zach Randolph hits the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Kufis checked in for Randolph. Prince comes in for Allen. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Channing Frye's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Harkless is checked in for Tobias Harris. And Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. And Udrich kicks to Kufis. The shot, no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last, and a momentous occasion, folks, as that basket represents the very first official NBA scoring tabulation from Miles.
That's a basket he'll never forget. Guys, the only question now is how many more of them does he have ahead?
I know the answer to that one, Steve. A bunch. And it's not going to take him long to get him either. This guy can score.
Shot clock at 6. The fadeaway. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Prince. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's a screen. Here's Miles. Kufis grabs the miss.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Kicks it to Gasol. Turn around, Jay. Back to Prince. Lee outside. Passes it to Gasol. Second chance shot. That drops. Here's Miles. Shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Grizzlies up 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Now, the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
Miles will take a seat, and he's really playing well.
He went undrafted because most general managers around the league considered his talent to be a little raw. But he was able to make this club, and now he's getting a shot here.
And, you know, everybody's rate of development is different, Steve. I mean, maybe his game at this point isn't on the level of some other first-year players, but he's still developing, and he's got a high ceiling.
Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. Udrich out there with Lee, and it's Kufis in at the... The Magic trail by 9.
You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Yeah, guys, Victor Oladipo has a lot of room to grow in the NBA. The Magic believe that he has just scratched the surface and has yet to find himself as a player. His coach, Jacques Vaughn, said, "I think he's definitely a player that has not discovered his game completely. That's a good thing for us. We can't wait to see where his game goes, guys."
He's a key cog in this young core. Thanks, Doris. Fry dishes to Miles. Guys, as you were talking about, Memphis not a big-budget franchise or one with a history that runs so deep that often fans overlook them.
That may be true, but it's given the Grizzlies a very underdog attitude that I think the franchise and the team and the fans have embraced.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
No good on the second free throw. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
He kicks it to Vucevic. Vucevic is screen on Allen. Vucevic against Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. Miles with another miss.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
They set the pick. Conley, the pass to Prince. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Prince has got his first points in this one.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
And the first half is now in the books. Grizzlies lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. We can't get anything to drop from three-point range. Our spacing's been terrible. Find those holes in the D and open the floor. Otherwise, we might as well abandon that shot altogether. I also love the work I've seen us do in the paint offensively.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Take a look here at what Carter's been doing. He's got 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
So it's the Grizzlies now. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Some good matchups.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
The Magic trailed by 21. And for the Grizzlies, Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. Carter is out there with Tayshaun Prince. And it's Randolph in at the 5. And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Down low. O'Quinn dishes to Harris. Clock at 6. That's good. some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gasol comes in for Tayshaun Prince, and Tony Allen subbed in for Vince Carter. And the Magic making a change here as well. Flash is checked in for Luke Ridnour. A minute 50 left in the game. Conley gets the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Magic trail by 21 on the court for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Vucevic, and it's Miles in at the 1 spot.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. Allen kicks to Lee. Pass to Randolph. 6 to shoot. Orlando grabs the miss. O'Quinn's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Out to Harris. O'Quinn dishes to Miles. Orlando moving the ball around to the left side wing. Feeds it to Oladipo. They set the pick. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And it's Orlando with another. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Conley into the lane. And it's Miles with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Harris kicks to Miles. Off target from outside. Memphis has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Both teams will make substitutions. 2 shots. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. They set the pick. Fires, high post, and the miss. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, Kevin Harlan saying see you next time.
The bad news is you played like a 50-year-old rec league bum, and we lost the game. You're supposed to ask me what the good news is.
What's the good news?
Good news is I don't think it's possible for you to play any worse.
Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Nah, man, it's supposed to make you understand that it ain't just you. We all got work to do if we're gonna do something special. So put this one behind you, learn from it, and move on, all right?
Yeah, all right. But a 50-year-old bum, though?
If the shoe fits.
Come on, man.